Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. It is Saturday, April 19th, 2025, and isn't it a great time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe, then head on over to Hello Cupcake It's Me to check out the blog. Yeah, hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog. Then check out the podcast that's updated every Thursday at podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com. And make sure you follow me on all the different social medias. And then go check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how the hell is everyone? That little notification that you just heard was my um, Amazon Echo telling me that a package has arrived. So I will have to go grab that here in a minute because it looks like it's about ready to rain and I do not want my package to get rained on. So I'm going to pause the video really quick, grab it, be right back. Okay, so I had to go get my new Funko Pop. It is Sabine Wren from Star Wars, and she's on Ahsoka, I believe it is. Yeah, Ahsoka. So, yeah, and Amazon exclusive. And I have a shit ton of Star Wars Funko Pop, and the fact that it's an Amazon exclusive makes this one. I think it was $25, and I paid $3 for it because, well, I'm a good shopper. And absolutely nothing wrong with it. So with this makes 648 that I have, something like that. 648 or 658, I can't remember now. So yeah. Anyways, it has been a an emotional last couple of days. So let's see. We'll go back to Wednesday of this week. So Wednesday was a super busy day for me. And I kind of went over that in the Wednesday video, and just a lot of stuff happening. I had a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning. Then I had this felting class that I was going to go to at the library. And then I had a mental health appointment. Then I had to go to the bar and meet up with some friends. And then just like a bunch of shit all at once. So I'm thinking very seriously about firing my Monday therapist because there was some chart notes that she sent over that I do not agree with, and it has been a consistent battle trying to get her to do the scope of service that I'm looking for. And time after time after time after time after time, it has been the same bullshit. And I'm tired of dealing with it. So I told my Wednesday therapist my what I was thinking about doing, and she said, "Michael, that's completely okay. You know, not everyone meshes well with everyone else." And I said, I understand that, but I'm feeling kind of guilty for wanting to like brush her off. But if she's not going to do what I need her to do, then it doesn't help me to go to her. I don't know why the cat is singing the song of his people, but would you shut up, please? Um, so yeah. Also, with it being Easter weekend, I had dinner plans for tomorrow and went out and bought groceries and was actually going to host Easter here at my house. And it was just going to be me and a friend. And nothing special or fancy. But as of right now, I have been ghosted for 48 hours. And I don't know what's up. I don't know if I'm just gonna say I don't know what happened. So, and we sip from yet another tumbler that I picked up the other day at Winco for $3. Yes, it's rainbow and kind of matches my shirt. This is my usual tumbler, which is my big 24 or 30 ounce Starbucks tumbler. But, anyways, I have a tumbler obsession and I have way too many of them. Just like I have way too many Funko Pop, way too many Amazon Echo Dots. Oh, like, I just got another one the other day at Goodwill. And to, it's, did I need it? Absolutely not. Did I buy it because it was 50% off the price tag? Yeah, I did. And it's one of these guys. It's called the Echo Spot, and you can't see what's on the thing right now, but I like it because it's, there we go. It's got this little screen on it, and I can set it at the back part of my desk where my digital picture frame is, and be able to see the time and all that other fun stuff, even though I have my Echo Show 5th generation right here. So I don't know if I can pull this over, but yeah, here's my 5th generation. Echo, stop. So yeah, I have this one here. This is the first one that I got, and I really like this one. Like, you can record videos and all kinds of other fun stuff off of it. But I don't know what's happening over here with this one. I'll figure it out in a minute. So yeah. So yeah, my dinner plans so far have been canceled as far as I know. Which is okay with me, I guess. My aunt sent me a whole bunch of photos from like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and I took a few days to scan them all into my all of them into my computer and stuff like that. I don't think I got these pictures. Oh yeah, I did. But like, this is a Crescent Beach house and hotel in built in 1887 by F. Harold, one of the original founders of Elsinore. Photo courtesy of Leah Knight. So this building is a hotel that was created by my mom's side of the family in 1887 and still stands in Elsinore, California today. It's actually called Lake Elsinore now, but there's also this super, super old stamp on here, but I guess it's not that old, but it's postmarked 1983, back when stamps were um 20 cents. But yeah, I haven't read any of it, but like some of these pictures are super, super, super old. And just to show you a couple of them, like this is my great great grandparents on my biological mom's side, and this is him and his brothers. And yeah, this picture here was taken in 1903. This picture here was taken in 1932, if I remember the inscription on it. So it's really kind of cool to see. And then this picture here is my great grandfather and his brother when they got drafted into World War One. And I have the paperwork, his discharge paper, saying that he was involuntarily drafted and he only served for 2 years during World War One, and then he was released. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of how to best preserve it because the paper itself is starting to fall apart and it's already broken in 3 sections. I was going to laminate it, but a friend of mine said that I probably shouldn't because I don't know how the paper would react to the heat. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So there is a historical society that's literally right up the street from me that I might get a hold of and ask them if they can help me just preserve it and what I need to do to be able to really keep the paper's integrity. Like there's scotch tape on there and stuff like that. And I don't know shit about document restoration. I probably could get on Dr. YouTube and figure it out, or University YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah. So outside of scanning in old photos of the family, I've still been knitting, and I've made quite a collection of hats. Um, the last couple that I've made have turned out kind of unique and kind of interesting. Um, just interesting in how the fabric, but like this is my favorite beanie, and I absolutely love this. Um, I should have made it a little bit bigger because I want to wear this. I want this to be mine. But they don't make this yarn anymore. This yarn is discontinued, and it's uh, Red Heart or Red Lion, hopscotch, something or another. I can't remember the full name of it, but I I just love it. I love everything about it, and like the stitching and everything turned out perfect on it. And then I this is one of the ones I made yesterday, and it's it's actually really long, and I make them long like this on purpose because I don't know who's going to be wearing it, and you can always roll it up to whatever size that you need. So like if you want it for just a kid, then you have more whatever's going on. Love this um yarn. God damn. my brain just went completely out. But love this yarn also, but this turns out that it's a discontinued yarn also. So I used the last of it to make like this little pom-pom on there, and did something different with this one. I actually like crocheted it into the inside to instead of sewing it in. But yeah, I really like this little one. And then I did this like cute little teal one. No pom pom on that one. And I don't know if I'm going to put a pom pom on it. I could. I like the pom poms, even if they're for guys' hats or whatever, or like hats that men would wear. Did this like black and orange one. Did a little pom on that one. Made it super long also. There was a few mistakes on this one that I could have corrected, but I didn't. Like I didn't use enough black for the brim. And then this one, this is the unique one. So this is a super thin, super thin, and it's like fishnet. So when I put it on, it's like a wig cap. So I don't know, but I wanted to play around with it and see what I could make with it. And now that I know that this type of yarn makes like fish nettings, I'm like, maybe I can make some black fishnet like socks for Halloween or something. I don't know. And I want to take credit for this one, but this actually came in some yarn that I was given. But look at this one. Oh my god, isn't it cute? It's a little hat for a baby. And it's got the little brim. And I love making brims like this, but it's really fucking difficult because you have to line your stitches up with the next row and all that other stuff. And whoever made this, they knotted it on the outside instead of knotting it on the inside, unless it's inside out. Yeah, it's not inside out. So they knotted it outside. You're supposed to knot it inside and hide the knots inside when you turn it inside out. But I thought that this was freaking adorable. I was like, okay, I need to start making little kid hats too. But my goal is to make 100 beanies by September or October, so then that way I can give them to the homeless shelter. And in the meantime, it's cathartic and I'm enjoying myself and just having tons and tons of fun. So my work area has become my writing station and my knitting station. Like, just right here in front of me is this whole little tote of, this is just my tools, okay? There's nothing else in there. There's no yarn or nothing. I have a big 5-gallon bucket over here that our 5 or 10-gallon Rubbermaid tote that has all of my yarn in it, and it still doesn't hold it, and I still have a box of yarn that I'm working with. But these are all my tools and my pom-pom makers and all that other fun stuff. This is a French knitter for making like pencil scarves and stuff like that. I got my my fabric shaver because sometimes they get a little like overly fuzzy. And the most important tool that I have in my arsenal, an old pin. And this was a hack that I found, that you put your yarn in through here and it helps you wind it around your knitting looms. I know this is way too much information about knitting for those of you who don't give a damn about knitting, but this is a knitting a knitting loom that was just given to me the other day. So what you do is you take your yarn and you wrap it around each one of these pegs. Well, having something like that pin really helps to like speed up the process. And then you just sit there and you use this tool. It's just a little metal pick, and you flip it over and you do the whole thing again. You flip it over, do the whole thing again, and eventually you make a hat like this. Or, well, I don't have a hat that I have made on this as of yet. So, that little pin, though, is one of my favorite tools. The next thing are my clamps, and these are actually a little bit larger than what I need. I got these at Harbor Freight for $3 each. But when I'm using my knitting machine, I have to clamp it into place, and these work amazingly well. But this stupid contraption that looks like something out of a sci-fi horror movie, this right here has got to be my favorite little machine that I have. This is called a yarn baller, or a yarn caker. And what you do is you feed your yarn in through here, and then there's little slits up here, and you just spin it. And as you're spinning it, it takes all of the yarn and makes it into this little round ball called a cake. And so this is a cake. This is a half of a skein of yarn, and it just makes it easier to knit with and make things. And I have seen these all over the damn place until I wanted one, until I started knitting again. And could I find one? Absolutely not. But I used to find them at Goodwill and at this little junk store called Waste Not, Want Not. And when I wanted it, could I find it? Absolutely not. But good old Amazon had it. So thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Bezos. And I'm also working on a larger section. So I got this huge bar here. This will make a giant panel, and if I only did it around the outside, it would make it probably about the size of a twin sheet. But I'm knitting right now, and this is going to turn into a big fluffy scarf. And you see that I have another pin here for wrapping it around the individual pegs. And this yarn is called chenille. It's really fluffy and just kind of soft, like the stuff that you would want to make a baby blanket out of. So just to kind of like show you what I'm going through. Again, this is more about knitting than you want to actually know anything about, probably. But for those of you who are interested in what I've been doing and how I go about doing it, this is it. So you get your yarn, and then you wrap your pegs. So you go in a crisscross pattern. So you go over one, and you just do this figure 8 pattern all the way down. So you would do that all the way down to the bottom here, and then you would take your pick tool and then just lift the loop up and over and call it good. So this is what I work on when I don't want to make a hat or do anything else. I just start working on that for a little while. And that's what I've been doing to keep myself pseudo sane. And it's given me some time to kind of reflect and pause and think on things. It's helped me a little bit with processing um, the death of my biological mom. Still trying to figure out like when it is that we should be receiving her remains. I got the stuff to order her death certificate should we need it or want it anytime soon. And yeah. And I keep meaning to tell my sister about that, and I keep forgetting. So I think I'm going to end this call here really soon, or and end this really soon, so that I can call her and let her know that I got that email and forward her the link and just kind of let her know what's going on. And yeah, so that's what's going on in my universe as of right now. So yeah, if you celebrate Easter or a Rostra or the spring equinox or whatever it is you celebrate, I hope that you and your loved ones have a wonderful holiday. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. Sorry that this is almost 30 minutes of me just talking about yarn and really nothing particular, because there's really nothing particular to talk about. So yeah, I'll catch you all up on Wednesday, and until then, I will talk to you guys later. Drive safe, don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Bye, guys. Boop.